What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to be reacting to when celebrities humble internet personalities.
Sometimes internet personalities get a little too rude or entitled, and celebrities have to bring them back down to earth. Just a few months after Post Malone released his single White Iverson, which shot into overnight fame, he went on to The Breakfast Club, where radio and internet personality Charlemagne tried embarrassing him throughout the interview. It began when Charlemagne made fun of Post Malone's dad's job, which was head of concessions at the Dallas Cowboys.
He's like head of concessions. I said water boy. That's like no. He in the office. He's in the office. Head of concessions. He's in the office. Yeah. So we get free tickets.
That shit was not that funny, bro.
Despite head of concessions for a professional sports team being a high-level job, Charlemagne seemed unimpressed, or maybe even confused about the role. And this is rare since he usually is an excellent host. But he really started trying to set up Post Malone by asking him tough questions regarding race.
Are you afraid as a white rapper that you may be considered a culture vulture? I don't think so. What are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yo, no, what the hell?
I don't know.
These were tough questions to answer on the spot, especially when they came out of nowhere. To make things even more uncomfortable, they brought Post Malone's girlfriend at the time onto the show, where Charlemagne kept insisting that Post was bound to cheat on her now that he's found fame.
20 years old, he's got a hot record, it's only gonna get bigger, he just signed. It's gonna happen. A man is only a few of his options, you know that, right?
The interview received a ton of backlash, with fans rallying behind Post and calling out Charlemagne for being way out of line. Post Malone went on to have an incredibly successful career, but even a couple years later, it seemed like Charlemagne still hadn't quite gotten over the heat he caught for the interview.
You don't like Post Malone? He's trash. There we go. Okay, so let's talk about that. Why do you trash?
Even Jake Paul went to the defense of Post Malone during his interview with The Breakfast Club.
Post was trash, but go ahead.
Damn.
I mean, he's number one.
Still trash. To be number one and still be trash.
Numbers don't lie, bro.
Jack Doherty is a YouTuber and streamer who's known to cause chaos and terrorize people around him while being protected by his security. His chase for virality has cost him a lot, with him crashing his McLaren on stream, or being on the phone and getting sued after his bodyguard punched a random stranger. Interestingly, someone who could have predicted the path he was heading is Dr. Phil. Jack went on the show with his dad after he pulled a prank on his older brother by stealing his car.
I remember seeing something like this too.
However, during the episode, he didn't let Dr. Phil or his brother get a word in without interrupting.
Michael, thanks for joining us.
Yo, looking back at it, it was funny though. Come on, that was great. You popped me like 3 times in the face.
It's your car, right?
Daddy bought it.
Yeah, and also I thought he was gonna crash or something, and also I think he was just trying.
If I crashed a car, I'd buy you one. Let's be real.
Yo.
I'm talking to your brother, and you're interrupting.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
After interrupting Dr. Phil and arguing back for the 10th time, he'd had enough and decided to end the segment.
More creative and.
I think they're so creative. No one's ever done those types of stuff.
Okay, we're done here.
I'm sorry.
Yo, homie just thinking about the money and the views now. What?
Jack, don't interrupt
He's
him
very
again.
hard to get along with. I'm sorry.
Jack, could you give him another chance? Jack, please don't interrupt anymore. Let Dr. Phil speak. You're not being nice.
I've
You're
tried
interrupting.
several times to give him some advice.
Just by looking at Dr. Phil's facial expression, it was clear he was done dealing with Jack's attitude. Even during the break, as Jack and his dad were being kicked out, Dr. Phil couldn't help but sneak in one last jab at Jack.
No, he doesn't want to hear from anybody.
No, I do.
He's a know-it-all.
Shake your hand if I can.
I know.
I know. Sorry.
You have a great staff.
What's the other one? The other one.
In the midst of a wild night in Vegas, Jake Paul tweeted at former One Direction star Zayn Malik saying, "Almost had to clap up Zayn from One Direction because he's a little guy with an attitude, and basically told me to back off for no reason. Stop being angry because you came home alone."
A little guy with an attitude.
Jake was not lying, as there is footage of Jake's brother Logan Paul trying to calm Zayn down while he was yelling at his hotel room.
My friend. Talk to me for 1 second.
Little did Jake know that his initial tweet would spark chaos for him when superstar Gigi Hadid, who was Zayn's girlfriend at the time, responded to this tweet.
LOL, because he doesn't care to hang with you and your embarrassing crew of YouTube groupies. Home alone with his best friends like a respectful king because he has me, sweetie. Unbothered by your irrelevant, ugly go to bed.
This tweet went on to have over 900,000 likes.
She
while
owned
Jake's
his ass.
received
What the hell?
5,000. The next few days were a PR nightmare for Jake, as thousands of fans were spamming his social media comments and pictures about Zayn. This led Jake to tweet a sort of apology acknowledging he made a mistake while being intoxicated. But Jake did hold a grudge. 1 year later, Gigi and Zayn broke up, and Zayn was charged with 4 counts of assault after an altercation between him and Gigi's mother. After the news broke out, Jake proceeded to quote tweet the old Gigi Hadid's post. The Rock is perhaps one of the most multifaceted entertainers in the world, having his career span in multiple industries like professional wrestling, Hollywood, social media, and even starting his own business. Logan Paul has admired Dwayne Johnson since he was a kid, and aspired to be an entertainer like him. He even met his idol and they filmed multiple videos, and Logan was even in a deleted scene of the movie Baywatch. But after Logan filmed his infamous vlog in Japan, their relationship took a turn.
I got a call from my publicist, who also repped Dwayne, The Rock Johnson. She's like, hey, Dwayne has asked that you remove every picture and video that you've done with him. But I just wish I would have gotten like a call or a text or something, because like I thought we had a healthy relationship, an open line of communication, and I was so sad that my hero wanted nothing to do with me.
This situation is even more awkward, given Logan Paul's current affiliation with WWE and The Rock's return after 4 years, meaning their paths are bound to cross again soon. At least Logan seems to recognize his mistake and understands his importance to Dwayne.
So no, it doesn't, because like Dwayne doesn't give a about me. He's the biggest movie star in the world. Why should he care?
Just before UFC 296, popular streamer Neon had tickets to go watch the event. The problem started when he found out that former President Donald Trump was going to be attending as well.
I'm gonna talk about to Trump, and then it's gonna be a very good experience. I'm gonna talk shit. I don't care. Secret Service is there. I'm gonna go.
Not only did people report this to the Secret Service,
a clout
seeing it as a
chaser, bro.
potential threat to a former president and someone currently running for office, but it also caught the attention of Dana White, who's very close with Trump and serves as the CEO of the UFC. It wasn't long before Neon's management received a call.
They just dropped your name specifically, bro. They said Neon is not allowed in.
Damn, that shit was quick.
When asked about the situation during the post-fight conference, Dana White didn't hold back and proceeded to rip into Neon.
Said some stupid on Instagram, and you know, he bought tickets so he wasn't anywhere close. When you start saying stupid like that, yeah, you're probably gonna get busted up and thrown out of here. You know, making threats and talking dumb shit.
Neon later posted a video apologizing to Dana White, the former president, and everyone involved in the situation. Needless to say, he probably won't be getting UFC invitations in the future. In probably one of the most hilarious podcasts of all time, the most famous streamer in the world, iShowSpeed, got continuously humbled by NBA superstar Kevin Durant.
So would you be nervous if I went to your game?
I wouldn't even know you were there.
Don't know.
Throughout the episode, it felt like Speed was battling every intrusive thought he had, and their personalities couldn't be more opposite. The first time KD showed to be annoyed by Speed was when the conversation turned to Kevin Durant's refusal for long-term relationships.
Oh, you got your heart broken one time.
Heartbroken?
Yeah. Nah, bro. I did that one hand won't last, bro, forever, bro. You need something else. You don't need, no, I'm gonna argue on his side.
And I compare yourself to me and you 16, but you have no other resource but your hand.
Things took a little stranger turn when Speed started gazing
No
into
other
Kevin
resource
Durant's
but
eyes,
your
as
hand.
if he was
Nah, that
imagining a
got
future
it.
together.
Oh,
All right, no.
Nah, Speed just being himself, bro. He weird, but that's just him.
Yeah, you were gazing.
No,
Like,
because
really, for real, back up. Come on.
Speed
Yo,
was
nah.
enjoying every second of the interview, being a huge Kevin Durant fan. Meanwhile, KD was in a more laid-back vibe, and it was hilarious to see him smacking his lips after Speed's comments.
when you go,
Yeah.
would you want a 2-man with me?
What does that mean?
Surprisingly, towards the end, Kevin Durant might have been the one that was a little humbled when he found out how many followers Speed has.
How many followers you got, man?
I think 15.9.
59.
You got
59.
Huh?
15.9 million?
Yeah.
Bro, he's a phenom.
Nah, what, bro? That boy Speed something else, bro. But if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe for more. We out, bro.